Our spotlight continues to shine on Jeremiah 6:16, where God said to the prophet, "Stand at the crossroads and look and see, and ask for the old paths where the good way, the godly way is, and walk in it, and you'll find rest for your souls." God is giving a prophetic call to the church to ask for the old paths. We've gotten away into something new, and God is shaking America, but he's also shaking the church. And I want to say this today, and bear with me. Don't run away when I say all division is not bad. Now, I know Jesus prayed that we would be one, and I know that unity has power, that God is a uniter, but there are times when division is not bad. And God is doing some of that. Why? Because we've got a sharp distinction now in the church between those who are really going to follow Christ and those who won't. One of my heroes, the great Bishop J.C. Ryle, once said, "There is a common worldly kind of Christianity today that many have and think they have enough. It is a cheap Christianity which offends nobody and requires no sacrifice, which costs nothing and is worth nothing." A.W. Tozer said something similar. He said, "Christianity is decaying and going down into the gutter because the God of modern Christianity is not the God of the Bible." When God sees this going on in his church, he is the author of the division that is going to naturally take place. You know, there was a place where Jesus said, "Think not I came to send peace on the earth. I did not come to send peace, but a sword." And then went on to say that the sword that he was bringing would separate parents and children. It would separate husbands and wives. It would be the kind of sword which I believe represents the living word of God, that would bring a division, a distinction. Paul said something in 1 Corinthians chapter 11 about this, verses 18 and 19. He said, "First I hear that there are divisions among you when you meet as a church, and to some extent I believe it. But of course," Paul says, "there must be divisions among you, so that you who have God's approval can be recognized." The Bible in Basic English translation says this way, "For divisions are necessary among you in order that those who have God's approval may be clearly seen among you." Now, make no mistake, friends, God is exposing corruption in our political leaders in this hour, but he is also exposing those who refuse to ask for the old paths, and it's becoming very clear who's who. Right now in our own area, there is a great church that's in division, and it has, a founding pastor who pastored for over 2 decades and built an amazing church, a vibrant, thriving church, and a church that was known throughout the country for having leadership that was not afraid to speak out on political issues. But that spiritual father has been dishonored, and there's a new group that is seeking an easier way, a new path, so to speak. And I honestly understand that. Then I hear the reports, well, there's division. You know, people are leaving, and there's strife going on in the congregation that's still there. And I'm not surprised, friends. This is biblical. This is the word of God. This is what happens when God comes to his church, which he is building. And he desires unity. But when there are those who will not go the right way, there is going to be division, and all division is not bad. That's why God said, stand at the crossroads in a crisis and look around and ask for the old paths. Remember what made you great. If you're an American thinking governmentally, ask for the old paths. Go back and see your founding documents. See the spirit and the faith of our forefathers. Go back to those old paths. When it comes to the church, look to the scriptures. The old ways are the right ways, the godly ways that we need to walk in. And we need to be careful of this fascination with the newness and the modern methodologies and the new philosophies that have no place in the church, in church history. These are models, marketing models of the new day, the new way, the new path. God won't bless it. I hope you'll take the time to check out the whole series online. Ask for the old paths. I'll be back with more next time. I hope you'll be back with us.